is my meditation all the day, all the night, morning through night. And I delight in the law of the Lord, and on his law I meditate day and night. Morning Meditations with C.J. Marshall.
Good morning. Have you ever wondered who's going to be with God? What kind of people are going to dwell with God? The psalmist David in Psalm 15 asked a similar question. Look at verse 1. O Lord, who shall sojourn in your tent? Who shall dwell on your holy hill? David's asking, who is worthy enough to be with you, God? He gives his answer. He gives the answer. Verse 2, he who walks blamelessly and does what is right and speaks truth in his heart, who does not slander with his tongue, and does not speak evil to his neighbor, nor takes up a reproach against his friend, in whose eyes a vile person is despised, but who honors those who fear the Lord, who swears to his own hurt, and does not change, who does not put out his money at interest, and does not take a bribe against the innocent. He who does these things shall not be moved. There's your answer. He starts with who's going to dwell with the one who walks blamelessly and upright. That's a challenge for us today, isn't it? We live in a society where violence and sin is glorified. It's hard to live upright and pure lives. But if we want to dwell on the holy hill, we have to walk upright. Next, he says, speaking the truth in his heart. That's hard. Does not slander. Does no evil to his neighbor, nor takes a reproach against his friend. These are people who don't look to tear others down. That's who is going to dwell with God on his holy hill. Next, he says, in whose eyes a vile person is despised. He's not gonna hang out with vile people, people that are contrary to his beliefs and values, who swears to his own hurt and does not change. Someone who is trustworthy. He's not gonna change his mind. He says something, he's gonna do it. He does not put on his money at interest and does not take a bribe against the innocent. The person who does justice, he who does these things shall not be moved. You have a for sure spot. If you walk blamelessly, speak the truth, do not slander. If you despise a vile person, if you honor the Lord, you shall not be moved, David says. That's who's gonna dwell in God's presence in his tent. David says it's the one who walks blamelessly and does what is right, the one who speaks the truth. These qualities get you into God's presence. Of course, no one can do this perfectly, but we have to try. We have to be willing to conform ourselves into that shape of Jesus Christ, because he is the way, the truth, and the life to get to this holy hill. That's the only way we're going to get there. John 14, verse 6. May we always be striving, working to dwell with God, working on these attributes. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Morning Meditation. May we always be like the psalmist that says, "Oh, how I love you all." It is my meditation on today. God bless.
Morning meditations, oh how I love thy law. It is my meditation all the day, all the night, morning through night. And I delight in the law of the Lord, and on his law I meditate day and night.